Powerful galactic beings, welcome back to another video. Awakening does not mean changing who you are, but releasing the part of you that no longer serve your higher evolution. Are you going insane? You are just getting closer to being your true self. You may feel a ringing in your ears or experience visions you don't understand. Just take a deep breath and let it go. Your spiritual mindset is awakening. Albert Einstein once stated that everything in life is vibration. This has to do with energy. You will feel like you're crazy if you don't have control over the energy you carry. Spiritual awakening is a natural result of your growth, maturing, and expansion. You might be wondering why it happens at that time in your life. It is not clear why, but certain circumstances can trigger it. These include war, divorce or accident, midlife crises, and so on. Spiritual awakening is a very personal experience, so it isn't easy to provide a single definition of what spiritual awakening means. One common definition given by experts is that spiritual awakening is the intellectual, emotional, and spiritual ways in which an individual realizes their true nature. This could lead to reevaluations of your life and how you fit into the world around you. It may also be characterized by an increased sense of overall well-being or happiness. Many believe this change is triggered by a profound realignment in consciousness that makes sense of their past, present, and future. The truth about spiritual awakening can't be learned from anyone other than yourself, as every person has different experiences with them. The next thing you will want to figure out is what triggered them. Before you can answer that, you'll need to look at your own life. No one can tell you why you had this awakening, but they might be able to tell you what they think the reason was or what they think other people's reasons are. They can't ever be completely sure, but it's worth a shot to ask anyone who might have an idea. The common causes for spiritual awakening include: some people prefer to frame their spiritual awakenings more scientifically by choosing only one of the causes above and focusing on the physiological changes in the body during an awakening. Many people experience changes in metabolism, blood pressure, and breathing patterns while they are going through an awakening. Some even claim to have seen the light or heard angels during the event. If you experience any awakening, it is important to take some time to sort out your emotions and thoughts afterward. It's not uncommon for people who go through an awakening to feel confused after it all. This is because of how much everything has changed in such a short amount of time. You might find yourself crying, laughing, irritable, or angry after an awakening. This is because you are dealing with your true self, and you are going through a lot of changes. There are two things that most people experience after an awakening: the sense of newness and the sense of relief. As far as this video is concerned, newness refers to feelings such as happiness, excitement, curiosity, or curiosity. The second thing you might feel after awakening is a relief. Many people who go through a spiritual awakening will gain more insight into their lives in general and may feel much more at peace afterward. Other people who have experienced this will tell you that nothing in the world can compare to the feeling of finally finding your place in the world. Let's now look at the 11 signs you can be sure that you are experiencing a spiritual awakening. Number 1. Daily routine change. You will often notice a change in your daily routine. This is a sign you need to look out for to declare that you are experiencing a spiritual awakening. Your daily goals and schedule will change as your spiritual life changes. You will focus more on meditation or reading books to help grow your faith. You are now living a life that helps you be who you are. Number 2. Be calm and self-talk. You aren't crazy, so don't be shocked. You are not talking on your own. You are the best therapist for yourself because you only know and understand yourself. Although we may not admit it, self-talk helps us to understand ourselves. Self-talk is okay if you are going through an awakening process. You will be reading a book or meditating and need to talk to someone you trust. Number 3. Synchronicities. Are you able to see the same things over and over again? This is a sign that you are awakening. However, some ignore it. Seeing numbers in the same format, such as 111, 333, 555, and likewise. Although some call it the angel number, it can also be connected to the already seen moment manifest. If you wake up just before a prospect calls you and closes the deal, that is an example of destiny. You are only awakening. Imagine what might happen if your phone vibrated or was turned off. Number 4. Separation during old self. Ever thought you were not who you used to be? This is the moment when awakening begins. It's possible to notice that your older self isn't serving you anymore. This may signify curiosity as you are now adapting to the new version of yourself. You may be entering the morning stages or a spiritual awakening. Awakening. All of these things may be seen at one time or just one or two. You will experience a trip that is unique to you. It may look very different from the next person. This sign is not to be misinterpreted. This sign is not about total renunciation, isolation, or disinterest. It's that you have learned how to prioritize. Detachment can lead to obsession, pain, or even greed. Number 5. Reconsider your belief. You know a lot about life, death, success, and religion. It is time to question and examine what you believe about them. This does not mean that you should change your beliefs, but it might help to change how you interpret the world. Your beliefs influence how you view the world. Although it may appear so, they are not your choice. Many are forced upon you by a system. Number 6. Time is not a matter to you. You will certainly look at a calendar or a clock, but only because someone has scheduled a meeting with you at a specific time on a particular day. Perhaps you're supposed to feed your neighbor's cat in the evening. Time ceases to matter when you experience a spiritual awakening. Why? Spiritual awakening will help you see that time is an illusion. It is possible to decide that there are 11 days in one week and that 8 days of each week are weekends. Number 7. Desire to serve others. You will forgive easily and make things easier than ever before. You might also strongly need to help animals and humans or the environment. When you realize that there is less tolerance for petty arguments, lower negatively charged conversations, and many social structures you once thought were inevitable, you will find that you are much more interested in loving all life. Number 8. You have a vision of reality that is way above the physical sense. Much of your life's experience may have been a veil. As you look beyond illusions and discover the truth about reality, you might feel like you want to return home. Also, you strongly desire to learn new spiritual practices to help you connect with divine wisdom and gain a deeper understanding. Number 9. Experiencing anxiety, pain, and depression. Not everyone will experience this, but it can be experienced by those who embrace oneness with all things. Part of the ego is lost and becomes afraid. This is known in psychology as ego death. It is the complete loss of self or subjective. The loss of self-identity can cause confusion and vulnerability. Additionally, these symptoms may indicate that your outer reality is not aligned with your inner higher vibrational person. These symptoms are not good for you. Once the ego has surrendered completely to the process, you will feel a surge of love, freedom, security, and unity. Number 10. Vivid dreams are very common. You are experiencing vivid or lucid dreams often and increased intuition. You may experience vivid or lucid dreams that seem real. These dreams can also contain very real messages. Spiritual awakening refers to the awakening of another dimension of reality beyond the ego's confines. Number 11. You are free. Freedom is one of the greatest things you can gain as an awakened person. It is not happiness, contrary to popular belief. Although happiness is possible in one way or another, freedom is what you need to know you're on the right path. This is something you will notice almost immediately. You can achieve the freedom you've never experienced in your life through the steps we have already taken and those that we will shortly enumerate. An honest, transparent, and transparent freedom. I hope this video was really helpful to you. See you in the next video. Peace, love, and life.